Okay, so this is the next video on meditation. As you can see, I'm in my car again. I had to put up my scarf because the sun is right in my face and excruciating. But, so I'm sitting here and I had a moment, and I was reminded today of an aha moment that I had while I was ironing about 8 years ago, and it really links well into meditation. If you're new to meditation and you want to figure out, how do I just sit down and clear my mind? How do I move those things out of the way that keep popping up that I don't want to focus on that. You know, the awful thing that happened, or the thing that kind of freaks me out, the thing that I'm afraid of, you know, some awful fight that you had with somebody during the week. There's no magic meditation mantra that is going to get you out of that. You're going to sit down and you're going to try to meditate, and these things are going to pop up. So, about 8 years ago, I had really been into doing my yoga and meditation quite frequently. I was ironing, and typically when I iron, you know, you take the iron, you set it next to you after you're done going over a fold to get a wrinkle out and whatnot, for all of you people who don't iron. And then you adjust what's on the ironing board, and then you pick the iron back up and go back over and do what you're doing. For whatever reason on this particular day, I didn't turn the iron away from me. I turned it towards me when I set it down. So when I went to adjust whatever I was ironing on the ironing board, I very nearly burned the back of my hand, which would have been excruciatingly painful. But I didn't. I noticed it, I stopped myself from burning my hand, and something remarkable happened. Instead of my fight or flight kicking in, I simply was able to calmly pick up the iron, turn it away from me, and set it back down. And this was my moment of clarity. This is where the aha moment comes in. What if you can sit down to meditate, and all those things that pop up in your head, that, you know, ticker tape that goes across in your head, that would typically kick on your anxiety, kick up your fight or flight. What if instead you were able to just see it come across, hear it, read it inside of your head, but simply pick it up visually inside your head? If you could just visually see yourself putting that comment aside, or that fear aside. So don't engage with it. Don't connect with it. See that it's there. Realize that it's there. Know what it is. And just set it aside. How great would that be? I'm not going to say that this is something that's going to work for everybody, or that you can even do that. Maybe you can come up with your own visualization. But I think for the purposes of those of us new to meditation and who want desperately to be able to just kind of relax, my advice to you would be, sit down, set a timer for 3 minutes, and just see what comes up. When you're done, write all those things down. Write the fight I had this week with my husband, the phone call that I had with a bill collector, the tension at work. Take that, write it down. Anything that comes up, write it down. And just keep doing this. Increase your meditation time by 1 minute. And every time that comes up, I want you to visualize that in your mind's eye, you with your hands, or a light, or let's see, what else would work? A shovel, a bulldozer, picks it up and just sets it aside. You don't get in with it. You don't connect with it. You look at whatever it is that is bothering you the most as a disconnection. And see if you can do that 3 days in a row. Try it out. See, just practice over and over again. This, I think, was only attainable because I had been spending a lot of time working on meditation. But instead of somebody giving me a little bit of advice about not completely emptying and clearing your mind out, which isn't going to happen. I mean, you're alive, your mind is working 24/7. So the next time when I come back, let's see if you can work on this, if you can make this happen for you. If you come up with any other ideas, write them down when you come out of your meditation. But this was my aha moment, that instead of engaging in the chaos that goes on inside my head, I was able to pick it up, look at it for just a second, and then set it aside, and then see what else comes up. I guarantee that fight or flight will start to calm down, and maybe that adrenaline won't, come to the forefront so quickly for you. But enjoy it. Take a couple minutes and remember to do your breathing, and I'll see you next time.